Hello students, welcome back to maths class. In this video we will see question number 4 to question number 7 of exercise 13.1 of class 8th. Question number 4 is a machine in a soft drink factory, okay, fills 840 bottles in 6 hours, okay. So question is how many bottles will it fill in 5 hours. So the given thing we will write in two sections. First section for hours and the second section is for numbers of bottles. So in the factory, as the number of working hour is increases, the number of bottles will also increase. The manufacture of numbers of bottles are also increase. It means this question is solved using direct proportion. When number of hours is 6 hours, on that time fills bottle is 840, okay. Question is how many bottles will it fill in 5 hours. So second section is 5 hours, but we need to find this number of bottles that filled in the 5 hours. So this blank space we will fill with x because we need to find the value of x, okay. Here as the number of hours is increases, same number of bottle manufacture will also increases. So for getting the value of x we will apply here direct proportion method because we see, okay, we know in the direct proportion our x by y is a constant, okay. So here we can apply the formula x1 divided by y1 is equal to x2 will divide by y2. When we put the value of x1 which is 6, y1 value is 840. Now x2 is 5 and y2 is x. Now we will do the cross multiplication, okay. 6 will multiply by x and 5 will multiply by 840. This multiplicative 6 will go opposite side in the division. So 840 will divide by 6, okay. When we reduce 840 by 6, you can see 6 1 is 6, okay. 6 1 is 6, 8 minus 6 is 2, that 2 will go near to 4 and 24 will be here. 8 4s are 24, 0 as it is, and x is equal to 5 into 140. So x is equal to 5 zeros is 0, 5 4s are 20, 2 on the carry. 5 1 is 5 plus 2 7. So x is having the value of 700 and x is showing the number of bottle. So in 5 hours 700 bottles can be manufactured. Question number 5 is a photograph of a bacteria enlarged, okay. So when we take the photograph of bacteria that is enlarged 50,000 times, attains a length of 5 cm. It means the actual length of 5 cm of bacteria, when we take the 5 cm bacteria's photo, it can be enlarged 50,000 times. What is the actual length of the bacteria? We need to find actual length of the bacteria if the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times only. What would be its enlarged length, okay. So for solving this, firstly we draw the table which is containing enlarged length, that is times, and it is showing for the x. And the second is length, the actual length, okay, actual length which is in the centimeter and is showing for the y. When the first case, the actual length is 5 centimeter of the bacteria. When we take the photograph of this 5 centimeters bacteria, it is enlarged as 50,000 times. We need to find if the photograph is enlarged 20,000 times. Okay, what would be its enlarged length? We have to need to find its actual length. So x, corresponding value of x is x1, x2, and corresponding value of y is y1, y2. You can simply see as the actual length is increases, the enlarged length is also increases, and as the actual length is decreases, same the enlarged length is decreases. So here we will apply the direct proportion method, and direct proportion is said x by y will be the constant, so that x1 by y1 and x2 by y2. We will use this formula. We need to find y2. So on the place of y2 we can put x, which is denoting the unknown. We need to find this unknown value. Okay, x1 is 50,000 and y1 is 5, x2 is 20,000 and y2 is x. Here we will do the cross multiplication. 50,000 will multiply by x and 20,000 will multiply by 5. Here 50,000, which is in the multiplication, so it will goes in the opposite side in the division. Okay, you can simply see 30 to 30 we can cut, 10 to 10 we can cut, and this 5 will reduce by the directly 5. So what is remaining? Only 2 is remaining, and 2 is showing the value of y2, which is in the centimeter, so that the actual length of the second case is 2 centimeter. Question number 6 is, in a model of a ship, okay, when we make any bigger model of ship, building, okay, on that time firstly we are making the small model, so that in a model of a ship, that small model, the mast is 9 centimeter high. So what does the meaning of mast? Mast means a tall wooden or metal pole which is used for tying a flag. So this is the mast. You can see in the model, if the mast length is 9 centimeter, while the mast is of the actual ship is 12 meter high. So when the small model, when we see the mast length which is 9 centimeter, its opposite in the actual ship, its length is 12 meter high. If the length of the ship is 28 meter, how long the model ship? Okay, so for solving this question I drawn two things, which is length of ship, which is denoting for x, and length of model, which will denote by y. So length of ship in meter, so the actual ship is 12 meter high, so here 12. Length of model in centimeter, so length of model in centimeter is 9 centimeter. If the length of the ship is 28 meter, okay, here 28, how long the model ship? So this is blank, so it will fill with the unknown, which is representing by x. In front of x we have the corresponding value of x, which is x1 and x2, and in front of y we have the corresponding of values of y, which is y1 and y2. So as the length of model will increase, as the actual length of the ship is also increase, and as the length of small model is decrease, same, the actual length of the ship is also decrease. So here we will apply the direct proportion method, which will say as x when divided by y, the value will be constant. Okay, that's why here x1 by y1 divides by equal to x2 by y2. The value of x1 is 12 and y1 is 9, x2 is 28 and y2 is x, that we need to find out. Here we will do the cross multiplication. 12 will multiply by x and 28 will multiply by 9. Here multiplicative of 12 will go opposite side in the division, so that when we reduce it by the table of 3 3s are 9 and 3 4s are 12. Okay, from the table of 4, 28 can reduce 7 times and 4 will reduce 1 time. So we have 7 3s are 21, which is the length of model in the centimeter. One more thing, you can simply see here this 12 is in the meter and this 9 is in the centimeter, and this 28 is it here in the meter, and we need to find the x value in the centimeter. Meter centimeter is equal to meter centimeter. They both are balancing because upside on the both places we have meter and downside we have both places as centimeter. We can convert meter into centimeter by multiplying by 100, but the situation are balanced, that's why we did not multiply it by 100. Okay. Question number 7 is, suppose 2 kg of sugar contains 9 into 10 raised to the power 6 crystals. How many sugar crystals are there in 5 kg of sugar? And second one is 1.2 kg of sugar. So for finding the number of crystal in 5 kg and 1.2 kg of sugars, I drawn one table. In this, first is showing the weight of sugar in kilogram, which is for the x, and number of crystal, which is showing for the y. Okay, in 2 kg, okay, in 2 kg the number of crystals are 9 into 10 raised to the power 6. So weight of sugar when 2 kg, in 2 kg 9 into 10 raised to the power 6 crystals are there. So we need to find for the 5 kg. So second case for the 5 kg and third case is 1.2 kg. Here this number of crystal in these two cases we need to find out. That's why for the unknown value we will put one variable. So here we can put capital A for the first one and capital B for the second one. In front of x we have the corresponding values as x1, x2 and x3, and in front of y we have y1, y2, y3, which is the corresponding values of y. Okay, as the weight of sugar is increases, the number of crystal is also increases, and as the weight of sugar is decreases, the number of crystals are also decreases. It means here we will apply the direct proportion method. So firstly we will compare x1 by y1 is equal to x2 by y2, and in the second case we will compare x1 by y1 is equal to x3 by y3. Okay, so for the first case x1 by y1 is equal to x2 by y2. x1 is 2, y1 is 9 into 10 raised to the power 6, x2 is 5 and y2 is a, that we need to find. Here we will do the cross multiplication. 2 will multiply by a and 5 will multiply by 9 into 10 raised to the power 6. Here 2 is in the multiplication, so it will go opposite side in the division. So A as it is, so 2 will divide whole thing. Here you can see 5 times are 45. 45 will multiply by 10 raised to the power 6. Here we will simply reduce 45 from the table of 2, which will give us 22.5. So we have the value of A as 22.5 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6. We need to shift this decimal in between the starting 2. That's why we are shifting decimal from right to left. It means the power will increase by 1. So 10 raised to the power 7, and the answer is 2.25, which will be the number of crystals in 5 kilogram of sugar. Same as it is for the second one. Second one, we will compare x1 by y1 with respect to x3 by y3. x1 is 2, y1 is 9 into 10 raised to the power 6, x3 is 1.2 divides by y3, which is b. Here we will do the cross multiplication. 2 will multiply by v and 1.2 will multiply by 9 into 10 raised to the power 6. Here multiplicative 2 will go opposite side in the division, so b remains as it is, divides by 2. Firstly we will multiply 1.2 multiplies by 9, 9 2s are 18, 8 as a downside, 1 on the carry, but before decimal will be here. 9 1 is 9 plus 1 is 10, multiply by 10 raised to the power 6. When we divide 10.8 by 2, we will get 5.4. 2 1 is 2, 2 5s are 10, point as it is, and 2 4s are 8. Multiplies by 10 raised to the power 6, which is the number of crystals in 1.2 kilogram of sugar. So here we completed question number 7. The remaining questions we will see in the next video.